Roblox. Let's be honest, the platform's been kinda dry lately. But hey, at least we've got trending games like Still a Brain Rot. But trust me, there are still some hidden gems out there. Games that actually have effort, passion and soul put into them. So drumroll please. Give it up for Hexaria. To show you why I've put over 40 hours into this game, I'll divide this video into 5 parts. A quick rundown of what the hell this game is even about, the combat system, the soundtrack, the world of Hexaria, and for the last part we'll talk about the community. Let's begin! You spawn, do a quick tutorial, and then you're just thrown into the open world of Hexaria. As a new player you might still be confused about what's going on in this game. Well, let me explain. For now, the only thing you can do is farm bandits to get better Oh. What's that? You wanna go fight stronger enemies? Sure, go ahead. Did you seriously think you could beat an elite bandit with a rock and a wooden sword? Go back to grinding, bro. After a while, your cards should start looking like this. Now you can fight tougher enemies and even bosses. Do you see the progression system I'm talking about? That addictive feeling of constantly improving your deck? You might think this sounds boring, but hear me out. It would be boring if it weren't for the... Hexaria has probably one of the most engaging and fun combat systems on the entire Roblox platform. I'm not even joking. The animations are about what you'd expect from a Roblox game. But let's be real, animations alone don't make a good combat system, so why am I glazing this game so much? Well, let me explain. When you enter combat, you can move around, obviously. Each card in your deck has a number of bits you need to use it. What are bits, you ask? Think of them as your fighting currency. When you use a card, your bits disappear, and you gain 1 bit per round. You can get more later, but we'll get to that. There are several categories of cards, including healing cards, status givers, buff cards, debuff cards, range damage cards, melee attack cards. There are over 838 cards in the game. Yeah, that's insane. Now on to another thing that spices up the combat, status effects. And just like cards, there is an insane amount of them. I'll let you guess in the comments how many there are. There are 60... No, shut up, don't even bring this meme up, bro. Yeah, 65 different status effects, each with unique details and descriptions. That's crazy. Remember, this is a Roblox game, bro. For example, there is a status effect that gives you extra bits per round, and it's stackable. So imagine how OP this is. And of course, classic ones like burning or poison, which deal extra damage each turn. I won't dive too deep into all of them, because I don't want this to turn into an hour-long essay, but hey, if you're interested, you can always check out the Hexaria wiki. Oh, and it's worth mentioning, you can fight enemies with your friends. You can have up to 4 players on the same team. So hey, that's an idea for an all-nighter with your homeboys. But let's be honest, every good combat system needs a... Okay, I don't know how in the world they managed to pull this off, but the entire soundtrack for this game was made by Gustavo Coutinho. Yeah, the same guy who composed music for Payday 2. And as always, he absolutely cooked. Hexaria has music for pretty much every area and even unique enemies. I've gotta say, the soundtrack fits the game perfectly. Let me give you a few examples. What music would you use for a fight against mercenaries blinded by love? I know this sounds corny, but let them cook, alright? This one's probably my favorite, by the way. Or how about a battle with Kishuf elementals in a bizarre world?
Shut your bitch ass up!
You see the point, right? That's honestly all I wanted to say for this segment. The soundtrack is just fire, plain and simple. Sorry about that, just enjoying my green tea over here. Anyways, let's move on to the... What do I even say here? You can really tell the devs created this world with passion. You'll see the NPCs actually having conversations and you can even read what they're talking about. For example, there are two mages who are in love with each other, but neither of them wants to talk to first because they think the other would find it weird. Yeah, that's the kind of detail that makes Hexaria's world feel alive. It's not just enemies and bosses, they're NPCs you can actually interact with. And that makes exploring the world so much more engaging. But before I start yapping about what John Smith said in Kishuf, let me quickly explain how the world of Hexaria works. The map has multiple locations. Each location is divided into nations which are then split into sub-levels. Sounds confusing, right? So let's use the main world of Hexaria as an example. Hexaria is split into 6 nations and every nation has its own sub-levels. Let's check out Olbrek, shall we? Olbrek is the nation where you can get magic cards, perfect if you're into being a mage. You reach it by teleporting from Cambris, the starting area. The first area includes one boss fight, 3 unique enemy types, and a gateway into Olbrek Extern O2. What does O2 have? Well, another boss fight, a trader, and entries to 4 other locations and so on. It's very easy to get lost, so yeah, take my advice and use the wiki if you're playing for the first time. The world of Hexaria is huge, but you know what isn't as big? The community! The community for this game, although small, is really nice and helpful. When I asked for help, they were more than happy to guide me. Most of the Hexaria community is on Discord and they, believe it or not, are actually active. For example, they have guilds dedicated to making guides and tutorials, and even guilds that handle trading prices for the in-game trading system. And despite being a relatively small player base, the dev team stays consistent and keeps adding new content regularly. Hexaria, at least for me, was an awesome experience. It's such a refreshing change of pace from the usual slop Roblox serves us these days, and I wholeheartedly recommend everyone to at least try it out, especially with friends. In conclusion, good game, awesome community, 100 out of 10. Would absolutely recommend. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Please subscribe and like, it would really help me out. Also, join my Discord, I love talking to you guys. That's it from me. Hope you have a good day.